Josh, where's the campsite? It's coming up just ahead over there.
Are you scared of the dark?
Absolutely. Yeah. But I'm with my friends. I'm okay.
Are you? Field of Geeks presents
The Super Unknown.
I'm Josh.
I'm Juan.
And I'm Dave.
So guys, how's it going?
Excelente.
Excelente.
Best year ever.
There you go.
Best
Cheers.
year ever.
Cheers to 2020.
All right.
It's been a hell of a year.
Well, it's coming to an end soon, right? We're in the last month. What do you say? The 7th inning stretch? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, you know what? I saw this meme. And it was a guy, and he was surfing on this really big wave. And it said 2020. And then behind it, it had this massive wave called 2021. I hope that doesn't come into fruition. I'm just saying, 2020 is either it chills out or it's the jump off. Time will tell. You don't want it to get worse, right?
Right, of course. Like, you know, looking back at the 1918 Spanish flu, it took them a few years to get back to normal, it sounds like. And all the, you know, problems we're having, they had. So it's like, you know, we should read more, I guess, to educate ourselves. Like, hey, let's not do what they did.
That's funny.
Oh, it's crazy.
Did they go and buy a bunch of toilet paper?
I don't know.
Josh, did they buy a bunch of toilet paper?
I didn't look into that, no.
Stock it up?
I just know that there was a mask issue. Some were like, this is bullshit, and some were like, yeah, I'm gonna wear a mask. I mean, nothing's changed there. They're more fashionable now, so that's nice.
I got the Gucci one.
I got the Reebok pump one. It's pretty cool.
If you were a Mac distributor at the beginning of COVID, you are winning. Like, you are nailing it. Like, this is, like, it's almost like you need this kind of drama to happen in the world for you to be successful. Kind of messed up, but true.
I think the mask producers that started COVID-19.
Ooh, don't do that, Dave.
They were like, hey, I know how we can make some more money.
Yeah.
Genius.
Every breath you take, every move you make, yeah. I'll be masking you.
We still don't know where it came from exactly. Some say it was man-made virus. It escaped. A monkey had it. Like, it goes bonkers, you know. It just we've seen too many.
Yeah, monkeys.
Monkeys, bats.
It's always monkeys, right? Or what was it?
I think monkeys are kind of like pissed off. Like, this ain't ours. We didn't do this one. Like, yeah. I think monkeys are kind of pissed. Like, we didn't do this one.
Right.
Y'all didn't hear about the bat? It was the bat, man. It was the bat.
And also there was that story about. Was it like a squid or something in China on was it a fish market or something? People ate that. I don't know. There's so many freaking rumors. Like, we're never gonna know, I guess, the source. You know, the original source of all this craziness. It's just. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah. But, you know, hopefully the vaccine will be good for us, I hope.
At the end of the day, people just need to stop having sex with animals and eating weird parts of weird animals.
Yeah.
Dave.
Juan's got an objection.
Don't be too hasty now. Let's take a breath.
Okay.
Let's take a breath.
I understand it gets cold at times. You know?
That came a little quick. Like, we need to really think this through. We need to just it's a little. Let's take a breath.
Yeah. Whoa.
Well,
but
you.
I guess. That's right, folks. Do not have sex with animals.
Well, I mean, isn't that where we got AIDS from?
Yeah, well, that was monkeys again. Like, it always goes to monkeys.
Well, they kind of sugarcoat that. Like, that's what I was told when I was young. But then they also said it was from eating said animals. So That might be a cover to like, yeah, they had sex with the animal. Don't do that.
Right.
I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
stop it.
or it could be man-made virus, right? Like they're saying that this could have come from a lab. So it makes you think like, are these viruses orchestrated to take out great parts of the population or what? You know, it's just so baffling.
I do believe they're all related to an extent. As for how the strand works, look, any scientist, doctor, you can correct me. I'm not, but my understanding is like COVID means certificate of, forget what it's called, certificate of something. So like 19 is a particular deal, and like it's in the same family as SARS. I believe it's in the same family as mad cow. It's in the same family, so it's just a mutation of that strand.
Right.
So
yeah, like we've always had
it just
COVID.
keeps going
COVID's always been around.
Right.
There's actually
It's
never
just
been a vaccine for COVID, but you know there's enough demand now. So I get people being worried that this vaccine could, you know, since it was developed in a short amount of time versus like many years, how it normally goes. I get people's like reservations. We'll see, right? We'll see.
Well, they asked Bill Gates because I think he was one of the people that was
that's
leading
a
the charge
crazy
early
theory.
on.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people some people are afraid that there's a microchip in it, and so they
Upgrade.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Windows
you know what I'm saying?
95.
Like, so it's just like, well,
I like how people portray
that way
these. I like how people
can
portray.
be tracked.
Yeah, I like how people portray these billionaires as Bond villains. You know, like they made all this money, and they just in the end want to fuck over people. They don't, you know, it's
That's how they laugh.
right, exactly.
Well, Elon Musk.
Yeah, I'll give it to
Musk
that.
would be.
He's pretty damn close. Yeah,
Yeah.
go watch Moonraker. That's probably him.
Is Elon Musk like the real Dr. Evil?
I don't know. I mean,
I dig Dr. Evil.
he's,
I dig Dr. Evil. I think it's fun.
He is definitely off.
He's the best.
But I guess a genius, and yeah, we're going to space, guys. We're going to space. We've messed up Earth enough. We're leaving.
Oh, you said 5 years. I say 3. Yeah, I like Elon. Just he's trying to move us forward. I get it.
No, and I think he's definitely helping NASA out. I mean, the space program's it's blown up again. You can just take a nice ride up there, it seems, and it's crazy how their spaceship's designed. It just doesn't look, I mean, the instruments aren't like these big, heavy, interlocked instruments. They're just kind of like these flat screens. It's just like you're going to a sports bar watching a game or something. You're just tapping on the screen, and you're in space. It's nuts. I won't be in a hurry to go up there, that's for sure. But
Really?
no, I don't.
I'd go.
I mean, that guy.
I've never flown.
What?
Baby steps, baby steps. Yeah, I'm a flight risk.
Yeah.
Whatever. No, I think you should just go. I mean, it's. I would just go off. I would go to the extreme for the first time.
That'd be a hell of a bachelor party, wouldn't it be?
No.
Frank wakes up after his blackout.
Wouldn't
He's
it
like,
be
"Oh my
like
god!"
Oh, I mean, that would just be amazing.
Like
Like,
bachelor party. So would it be like 3 months?
we're going to Mars for our birthday party. Oh, I mean, bachelor party.
Oh, I missed my wedding. Whoops. He's like banging on the
that
windows,
flight
like,
would
guys,
be
this
long.
isn't funny, guys. This isn't real, right? We're not in the International Space Station, right? Guys.
I need to know more rich people.
I guess. Yeah, it's like, where you guys going this weekend? Oh, I'm gonna go to the Bahamas. Where you going? Oh, International Space Station. I'm like, oh, cool. Tell Billy hi.
Yeah.
They have the best ice cream. It's great. It's great. This year has definitely been one for the history books. Obviously COVID-19. I guess a star disappeared. It's missing. It ran away.
Did the star just go out?
Star?
Yeah. Apparently they
say a
searched.
star?
Yeah, a star. They searched the quadrant where it was, and it's no longer there. So, yeah, that's crazy. And there's obviously the murder hornets, which we never got here. I don't think. I don't know. Did you guys ever see a murder hornet? You know, they're holding a gun and they have a bandana on.
Another hornet. Magnus. Put the money in the bag right now. Put the money in the
I will
bag
murder
right
you.
Hurry up, hurry up,
I'm not messing around.
hurry up.
It's like ding dong. Hello?
Get the getaway car up.
No, it's like, hello?
Hurry, let's go. Go, 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 go.
There's a murder hornet SWAT team.
I will sting this woman. I will sting you, lady.
It gets to the point you're like, okay, Pixar, enough of the advertisement, okay? We'll see your stupid movie when it comes out, okay? You don't have to scare us to death.
Yeah.
Murder hornets. Rated R.
I thought it was a new, basketball team. I thought it was something new.
Oh, shit, I have to get tickets to
I
that.
just... I get Killer Hornets. Des Moines Killer Hornets. I really... That's one of the things that came up this past year that I just really didn't dive into. I heard about it, but I thought it was bullshit. Like how some people were saying well, COVID's fake. I'm thinking Killer Hornets. I'm like, well, what makes them so killer?
Hold my beer.
I know this is not the right way to think about it.
Dude, nature's got... There's so much
here.
bizarre stuff in nature.
Put
Crazy. Yeah, I remember one time I was grilling. This is years back, and I think it was a hornet. I don't like to go outside much. Bugs love me, probably because I sweat, you know. So I'm grilling, and this giant, I think it's a hornet. It lands, and I swear it pissed or something on the grill. There's liquid coming out of its ass, and I was like, oh my god! And I took my shoe and I just smashed the hell out of it. I don't know what it was, but it was terrifying. It was just
Killer Josh.
Yeah,
Killer Josh.
yeah. Maybe they're looking for me.
They got this salt gun that you can shoot bugs with.
That was the Alpha. Yeah,
They
there
got this
is.
salt gun you can shoot flies with and stuff.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
freaking
Have you seen that
rifles
thing?
and stuff. Yeah, I'll shoot people with that.
I
if
want
they
one
come
so
to my
bad,
house.
I would just be murking them. Pew, pew, pew.
Imagine running a
Shoot
restaurant.
'em out.
People are like, "Hey,
Killer fly.
this needs more pepper." And you just shoot them with it. There you go. Actually, with
In my eyes.
hey, 6 feet, right? 6 feet. You just shoot it. I need a little dash. Yeah, we also had the Pentagon. They released UFO footage this year, so that's been another crazy thing. We did talk about UFOs on one show or two. I'm not sure, but we definitely brought that up. And of course, whether you believe it or not, rigged elections, dogs and cats living together, and much more. You both firsthand have defeated the COVID virus. Do you care to share how that went down and any advice you'd like to give people?
I would say I think I got mine from the airport. I flew down to Atlanta to see one of my older brothers, and on the way back, I kind of started feeling like crap.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually went to a function, a social function. I talked to a lot of people, but I was just tired. And then the next day, my roommate saw me. I was going to meet up with somebody, and he goes, "Hey man, you look like shit." And I go,
Thanks.
"Well, thanks. Yeah, I've been not feeling too good." But I thought I just had like low energy, and then I was like, for some reason I can't taste anything. And he goes,
Oh yeah.
"Yeah, that's a sign of COVID." And I go, "It is?" I thought I knew them all, but I didn't really, the taste and smell thing didn't register.
Yeah.
So we went and got tested together. He came back negative. I came back positive. The first 4 days were not the most pleasant days.
Yeah.
And it kind of felt like it was just this little virus running around my body trying to figure out what it could attack. Like, felt like it was like, okay, today you want to play with my lungs. All right. Today you want to play with my liver.
Right.
Or right now you want to harder. And it just didn't stick. I really honestly think size plays a part in it, because I was feeling it for 4 days, and I had a woman who had it. She's an older woman. She's 60, but she's like skin and bone.
Yeah.
And she got it, and she's like, I didn't have any symptoms.
Wow.
Nothing.
That's
And then I
crazy.
had a girl that was younger than me, in her 30s, and she got it, and she's bigger than me, and she got pneumonia.
Oh,
And
wow.
it got scary for her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
So she's she kept calling me, asking me how did I go through it? I was like, well, on day 4, tops. She's like, I'm on day 9, and it doesn't seem like it's that enough. So I wonder if that plays a part in it.
Yeah.
That's just my personal theory.
Right, and you're in pretty good shape too, right?
Right, but I'm a little heavy for my height.
Mm.
So like I'm still over 200 pounds for a guy who's 5'9". I don't know if that's because I'm basing it off of my BMI, body mass index, and all that stuff. But I think it does play a part. It can. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
We don't know. This is uncharted waters for us. I would say, yeah, wear your mask and get away from people. But I wonder if mine came from just being in the airplane and
right.
soaking in like some of that recycled air.
Do they require?
It's the only thing I told everybody was a function.
Mm.
Yeah, you have to wear it while you're on the plane.
Okay, you do. Okay.
But there's moments where I would like just because this makes me feel kind of claustrophobic.
Well, you'd have a drink, right? You can still eat and stuff. You just have to put the mask back on.
Back up. Right. So little moments like that. It wasn't like I kept it off.
Right.
It was on. Right. It's just like I bring my nose out just for a second and then maybe go back to sleep. But yeah, it's kind of just a little too much. I told everybody there. Everybody came back negative. Supposedly everyone went and got tested.
Sure.
I told a job they actually shut the job down for a day, and then did deep cleaning, and they told everybody. I came back negative. My roommate, he has children, so he went and got tested twice.
Sure.
He came back negative. So I'm just like, that's the only. My brother down in Atlanta, he came back negative. So I was like, the only place that makes sense to me of something I did different was the flight.
Right. Did you eat at all during this?
My appetite was just not there just because overall I just didn't feel like it. I dropped a lot of stuff.
Did you drink juice or like a lot of more vitamin intake or anything like that?
As a 4th day, I really started doing a lot of Grubhub. And they're probably getting wealthy off of me. But
sure, everybody is, yeah.
I don't think I did anything out of the norm. I ate normal.
You just rested.
I drink a decent amount of water anyway.
You just rested and let it take its course. And what about you, Dave?
I mean, I've definitely been far sicker when I've had other things going on. A couple of years ago, I got hit with the flu, and that was like, that was awful. Yeah, I mean, certainly, not something I would recommend people just going out and proactively getting.
Right.
Yeah, but I can't even tell you where the hell I got it from. Pretty well kept my distance from everybody. Wore a mask if was getting close. Just, super contagious.
Right.
And then as I've been saying to other people, like, it wasn't too bad. It didn't affect me too badly, but then again, I've been in car accidents before that were terrible. So to say it's like, oh well.
Yeah.
You shouldn't worry about it because it wasn't bad for me. It'd be like, well,
right.
Yeah, but
it's different for everybody.
Understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
So,
it's creepy about it, right? Like, it affects everyone differently, so you can't really depend on, like, if you kind of go with the flow and like, well, my friend had it and he was okay, so I'll probably be all right too. But then you hear like someone else, like,
it's just random.
It's very scary. So like, Dave, when you found out, did they advise you to just immediately quarantine yourself?
I think if you have a pre-existing issue, I think it amplifies it.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Right.
They just tell you to quarantine, Dave, and then how did you take care of yourself during that time?
I went for a kind of rapid test, and then you know, like within like an hour, they just sent me a text saying, "Hey, you're tested positive," and I said, quarantine for 14 days, and that was it.
Did you still have an appetite and all that stuff, or did you cut back on a lot?
I always have an appetite.
Like, you're not going to defeat the appetite. Buffalo wings.
Screw you, COVID. No, I lost my smell.
Eating bacon in front of pigs.
I lost my sense of smell, but I didn't lose my sense of taste.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, if I lost my sense of taste...
I lost both.
If I lost both, I probably would just eat a bunch of crap I wouldn't want to eat, and I'd probably be really healthy if I obviously came out of it,
Oh, just eating like a ton of kale.
That might be, that might be the way in the future, these dietitians, like, let's just take away your smell and taste, and you'll be miserable, but damn, you're going to look good. You're going to look great.
Yeah. Just pound vegetables all day.
It's like, what's for dinner? I'll just eat this head of lettuce. I can't taste it. Can't taste it.
Man, you look good.
I know, right? Then it comes back, and you're like, oh my god.
Well, I couldn't taste anything, so I didn't even think about that, Josh. Couldn't taste anything, so it really did kind of blunt my appetite because I was like,
right.
It had to be something like salty or something for it to just even
Yeah.
resonate a little bit.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't have an appetite because it was just like I couldn't enjoy it if I wanted to.
Right.
I'd eat soup or something.
Yeah, you could eat all the things like you don't want to eat. Hey, in the future, people get their people get sleeves put on their stomachs and them stapled. So I don't know. I could see that being maybe Elon Musk will develop that. We'll take away your smell and taste, and we'll give it back to you after 4 months, and then you'll gain all the weight back. Could weaponize it, right?
I will say this. I think if you have a pre-existing issue, it'll amplify it. Whatever you have going on. So if you already had bad lungs, it's going to be like, sweet. That's where I'll attack.
Don't leave the house. Like, I've got some health issues. It's obviously issues I can overcome. I'm just, like, I love food, so that's the problem. I'll have to ask Elon if he can hook me up,
Heck yeah.
You take a negative and you make it a positive, right? That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
You'll just smell like vegetable all the
Josh,
time.
do you want to go to outer space?
No, they'll have to take away my sense of hearing and sight for me to be like, yeah, sure, whatever.
He'll be like, you'll feel weightless.
Why
We all float up there.
Why are you in my bedroom, Elon? This is weird, man. Get out. All right.
Why am I not in your bedroom? That's the question to ask.
I'm in here. I got a microchip in your brain. He's working on that. He's
Oh,
working
good
on
times.
that. Right, I know. Speaking of good times, we have some monoliths appearing all around the world. What were your first thoughts when you heard about this? Or have you not heard about it?
I have not.
You have not? Okay. What about you, Dave?
Elaborate.
So when they found the one in Utah, I was kind of like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
gonna have to say something real fast. I don't even know what a monolith is.
Okay.
Being honest.
I've got the
do you know,
definition.
the end of 2001 Space Odyssey? Where the monkeys are like standing around that big kind of pillar looking thing?
Monkeys are back.
Yeah, I never watched it all the way through.
So the one they found is about 8 feet tall, and it's stainless steel, and it's like basically 3-sided. So it's like from the top it looks like a triangle, but it's this kind of column that was just coming up out of the desert floor.
The monolith is a large single upright block of stone, especially one shaped into or serving as a pillar or monument. And of course, they're not always made out of stone. So I guess pretty much any structure that's erected, it's considered a monolith.
Like the Washington Monument in D.C., is that a monolith, or is that's something else? Oh, no, it's
I
a
think.
obelisk.
Oh, because of its shape?
No, because it's got like a little pyramid on the top.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So a monolith, I guess, is just like a flat top, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like yeah. I mean, I thought it was weird.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, then there was one in Romania that they found.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, whoa, what the hell? And then they found one in, like, and this is all within days of each other.
Yeah.
So it's not like, it's not like you could just, I mean, maybe you could, but you'd be working around the clock. It's just like, if you heard it, you're like, oh, let's knock one of these out and, put one over here.
Right.
But, it's just like, what the hell? Like, so Utah, Romania, and then California, there's been 3.
Do you think it's a hoax, or do you think something mystical is happening?
Yeah. Now we're in a super unknown.
There you go.
I gotta say, like, I just can't, I don't know. I mean, one of the thing the thing that confuses me most about it, right, is when it was still in Utah, they were saying, like, they were having people, like, they're having problems with people once they figured out where it was.
Yes.
They had people just going out there and dumping trash, and then they were like, there's a ton of, like, human excrement.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the hell? Like, going out there just to take a shit by it.
Hey, they're just like,
Do it.
no F's given, man.
To back up a little bit, November 18th was the day it was discovered and was spotted by a flyover, the Utah Public Safety Aerial Bureau. They were counting bighorn sheep for the Division of Wildlife. And near some red rock formations, they found this thing. and it's shiny silver, 3-sided, and it's metal, and it stands about 10 to 12 feet tall. Yeah, like you were saying, it didn't appear to have been dropped, they said, but planted perhaps, and they thought maybe an artist could have done it. You know, like Dave was saying, 2001 Space Odyssey, I guess it was a black monolith in that movie, which you can see that movie on HBO Max now, so if people want to go do the research on it. But what's funny is, it's now getting attention, right? It's 2020. What's funny is, according to Google Earth, it's been there since 2015 or 2016. So now it's been discovered, which is just freaking odd. And yeah, like we mentioned, like a week later, on November 27th, eyewitness accounts, it was a Friday night, 4 men destroyed it and walked off with pieces. And one of the men said, "Leave no trace." That's probably just a bunch of BS. I don't know. You know, I can't. That's so much like a movie to me, you know, this eyewitness account. But
leave no trace except for the fact that it's gone.
Right.
He sounded like Liam Neeson.
Leave no trace. I have skills.
I have a certain set of skills.
Hey, you know what? They're probably writing a Liam Neeson movie about this right now. So, Andy Lewis came forward. He claimed to be one of the men that removed it. Yeah, he said he, with the team, dismantled and removed it. And they said the reason, which Dave brought up, he said the land wasn't ready for the population shift. So once it was discovered, a large number of people came. Yeah, they brought the cars and everything. There was no parking or bathrooms. So yeah, you had a bunch of hippie shit around, disrupting the land. But the funny thing is, there's nearby filming locations. HBO's Westworld shot there. A lot of people thought this monolith was like a prop they left behind. So there was that sense of wonder. And then I guess the movie 127 Hours, Mission Impossible 2 were filmed there, as well as classic westerns from the 1940s to the 1960s. So that whole land disruption kind of is bullshit in a way, I think. I mean, unless these filming crews were respectful and they didn't bring too much gear with them. Otherwise, yeah, they'd be parked everywhere, and yeah, if there's no bathrooms, of course they're going to be crapping everywhere and stuff. It's just weird. I don't know what to believe, honestly, Dave. You think that's just a simple excuse to have removed such a thing that people were like, "This is awesome," or do you think, you know, it was actually a valid reason?
Quick question: Would a monolith be considered like Stonehenge?
Yeah, it's like a block of stone. In this case, it wasn't stone. It was metallic. There's just a lot of mystery to what happened. So I don't know. I first understood the reason for them removing it like they did, but again, you know, it's like there's nearby filming locations. You don't think any of them wandered over there and disrupted it before? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted attention themselves for removing. Of course, it was like a covert operation, if you will. They did it at night, so only one dude came forward so far. But yeah, there's just mysteries to where it came from. And I guess the estate of John McCracken, who was a late sculptor, he died in 2011. They suggest it was his artwork. And they also referenced a current exhibit at David Zwirner 20th Street Gallery, which I've seen the pictures. They look identical. So many friends doubt that was his, though. He wouldn't just leave a piece of art in Utah like that. But his son did say he had a conversation with his dad back in 2002, and his dad thought it would be cool to maybe leave artwork in a remote location. John obviously couldn't have done that because he died, 2011 once again, and the monolith first appeared in 2015, 2016. So he would have had to hire someone to go put it there, So it's super interesting, the mystery. It just gets more and more crazy, the deeper you go.
You said there were multiple ones found around the world?
Yeah, so a week later, after the disappearance of that Utah one appeared in Escudero, California. It was on top of Pine Mountain, and the monolith looked the same. It was 10 to 18 feet tall, and it weighed 200 pounds. Local hikers were able to look it over. The object was welded together at each corner, so it kind of looked man-made. I don't know if the first one looked man-made as well, but like I was telling Dave, it doesn't rule out aliens, right? Like aliens could just they might not be perfect with their craftsmanship either, It's not like Flight of the Navigator where it morphs into an object or whatnot. And it wasn't as sturdy as Utah's monolith. It was wobbly, and it seemed possible to push it over. And from what I heard, it was taken down and put across in its place. So, problem solved.
They were yelling, apparently were yelling about Trump and QAnon. That's not a joke. That's not a joke.
It's not?
That was in an article I read.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Great. Fucking great. Jesus.
Yeah, that was good times.
Oh god.
Good time.
The Monolith's probably a countdown, to the end of times. So yeah, around the same time the Utah one was discovered, there was one in Romania, like Dave said, and this time it was covered in interconnected circles. And that disappeared 4 days later, so we're not sure how that happened. According to New York Post, which is a tabloid source, so take it lightly. Group called, I'm not making this up, maybe they made it up. The most famous artists are claiming responsibility. So, I guess you can go...
I love that name.
I know, right? Well, yeah, we were talking, marketing, right? It's like, yeah, let's come up with a name, guys. The most famous artists. Oh, that's great. That's great, Bob. Let's do that. It's part of our big plan. And so, yeah, they have a website, supposedly. It's monolith@aservice.com. They provide the dimensions of the monolith, and they show you the museum quality material they use to construct them, and they will deliver them.
Aww.
And install for you. So supposedly this group, they have claimed a new one is in Joshua Tree National Park. Of course, each site these monoliths were installed broke the law because there's no authorization from the federal managed public land. These groups that claim they did it, they're going to have to pay these fines or go to jail. So it's like, why would they claim? And why would they take the time to set one up years ago in hopes it would pay off finally? Like, who would pay for that to be done? It just kind of debunks that. I don't know. Well, I think a lot of people, they go to the hoax side. But I'm not sure, like I said, the more I research this, the deeper and deeper the rabbit hole grew. So, I don't know. After hearing all this, what are you guys thinking? Like, has your minds changed? Thoughts?
I'm really, still just, I would like to see it, I guess.
Yeah.
For me to start making my decision on it.
Let's go there. Let's say you discover one of these things. What's the first thing you're gonna do? Like, my reaction would probably run the opposite way because I'm a chicken. But you guys, what would you do if you encounter one of these?
I'd be I'd pick up a sword and I'd be saying, by the powers of Great Soul.
So there's gonna be a sword lying around too?
I'm saying, man, I might become out of blonde, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready.
That would be
blonde Juan.
Now that's a stunt. If you plant one of those, things, you shove a sword in the ground right in front of it. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Right, Dave? That's a good marketing thing, right?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And maybe carve in the ground, you're the one or something.
And then you had to go and say, "You got the touch." That music starts playing.
There's a Bluetooth speaker behind it.
You got it. Yes, waterproof. But that goes off as soon as you grab the sword. You think you got superpowers and you go and try to rob a bank and you get shot. It's not real stupid.
Let's say there wasn't a sword though. It's just you and the monolith. Is your reaction take a picture of this thing, go up to it, touch it, knock on it, talk to it? What do you think, how you would handle that?
I was probably trying to establish dominance.
Yes. Thank you. That's kind of
sniff its butt or something?
No, like a dog, you hump it.
And then piss on it?
What do you look like?
No, you hump it. Like a
what do you
dog.
look like?
Yeah. Yeah, because then all the aliens will be if they're watching, they'll be like, whoa.
Be
look at that guy.
Oh,
He's obviously in command. Yeah. The guy's obviously running the show. He's established dominance over our Monolith.
One of us. One of us.
Yeah. So I'd probably do something like for my Instagram, like followers, and like I said, I would have a sword or something, like
Yeah.
like lightning striking or something.
Right.
I expect to become a Highlander.
There you go.
Um,
There you go.
I'm going in. I want my superpowers.
I would-
That's what I'm looking for.
I guess I would look around for cameras. Like, am I being punked? Where's Aston? Come here. Is Bill and Ted in here? I've seen this happen before. More.
He should punk people again. I love Bill and Ted.
I do too, but it reminds me of when they formed the telephone booth in the beginning, if you recall.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, that kind of reminds me of it a little bit, you know? And I'll have to go back and see 2001 to see what that was like. But yeah, it's just, it's crazy. Like, okay, if these artists did it, who funded it? They certainly couldn't afford it. I can't see them, you know, because they're artists, you know? Like, there's some rich artists, right? But there's also a lot of struggling ones. And why the hell would they do this?
Well, the rich ones don't do that anymore. They tend to chill out.
Yeah. Have their wine and galleries and stuff. Yeah, it's just weird. It's like, okay, if it's really a hoax, you know, and also, why would anyone come forward and claim this? Because, yeah, they're going to have an assload of fines to pay for, or they'll have to go to jail. So it's just like, it's the New York Post, right? The source. So who knows? I mean, it's probably, and I guess there are pictures to go with that New York Post article of them constructing one, I guess. Again, I don't know. It's very, very strange, you know? Very strange. And
Yeah, I'm going to look into that.
it's not
a
really
little bit more.
shocking. It's not shocking to have this happen this year, of all years especially.
Well, I mean, you know, it's probably just, honestly, it's going to be like last year, the end of last year. If you remember, there was like all those clown sightings.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, everyone's like, what the hell? What's with all the clowns?
Right,
And
man.
then it just
Oh,
stopped.
I remember that.
It wasn't like
2020 has been such a shit show that everybody's kind of forgotten about all the clowns just showing up everywhere.
well, this year it's extraterrestrial. That's what they're going for, right? Not
Right,
psychotic
right,
clowns.
right. Well, they were probably trying last year to be like, okay, so we'll like integrate with society by dressing up as like, you know, these things that everybody seems to think are so funny, and they'll be like, wow, clown, I love it. And then they were like, wait a minute, no, they're terrified. So now they're just trying to, like, you know,
Well,
let's go a bit more subtle with
yeah.
like the monoliths.
I don't know if it was ever like solved. I'm sure some were just doing it to screw with people, but you know, you also have copycats, right? So some of them could have actually
Right.
been legit. Like, I want to kill. You know, this is my time.
Kill it.
You had people.
Yeah, like the first one was seen in Derry, Maine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't-
jeez, of all
Clowns
places.
don't bother me that much. I don't know why. I never really was a kid that's scared of clowns. Clowns
Yeah,
never got me.
I was, and
No, I knew a lot of kids that were. I was a puppet guy. I didn't do good with puppets.
Well, in the
Like wooden
clown,
mouths and
yeah, I mean the clown community, they're upset about all these horror movies because they really like have destroyed their, you know, because if you go back in the past, Jesus, clowns were like the thing. You know, you have them in
They were
parades.
fun.
Yeah, but shit, man, I didn't like them. I haven't liked them since I was a little kid. I remember they came to my daycare, and they're trying to paint my face, and just it scared
You know
the shit
who-
out of me.
You know who killed clowns for me was Ronald McDonald. I grew up.
That's probably why he's not the
Fun fact,
spokesperson
that-
anymore.
Well, I grew up in the hood, so to speak, in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
And so I go, me and my cousin go to this, like, they had, you know, McDonald's would have this little, you know, like, they had, like, the swing and the slide and everything. They used to have McDonald's like that, and they would have, like, and so they were like, Ronald McDonald will be at McDonald's today. So all these kids came from the neighborhood to see Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald's 6'8", probably plays basketball. And he's like, he doesn't sound like he sounds like in the commercials, like, hey, boys and girls, why don't you come over here and talk to Ronald McDonald?
Have my hamburger.
And I just like, that ain't Ronald.
He like kicked him in the nuts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
like, it was just like this, it was this big, tall, black guy. It
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
I didn't expect it to be. That's not how he talks. was very. It was this big, tall basketball player.
Juan spoiled the
Something
whole
on my
party, the whole event for all the kids. And they're all crying.
I really was. I was the kid that was like, that's not Ronald.
That's when he picked up the sword. And he's like, by the power of Grayskull. This is not Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, dude, man. I was like, this is not Ronald. I was pissed, man.
No, but like,
my cousin could tell I was hot.
What got serious about those clown appearances, though, I think some people eventually were like fed up and they started chasing these fuckers in the woods with like weapons to come after them. Like, what if you guys saw like just like the Monolith? Because you brought up the clowns. How would you respond to seeing such a thing? Would you just keep driving or walking or call somebody? Like, what would your instincts be?
I keep driving. Like, you know what?
Oh yeah, no.
I'm gonna stay over here.
I'm more terrified of. I'd be more terrified of the clown than I would the Monolith.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Unless the Monolith had a clown face on it, you know, then that Jesus, it's over.
Oh.
It's over.
Out.
Like, hey, David, I've been expecting you.
There has been some good photoshops of these monoliths, so I don't know if you've spotted them. One is actually was put on our page, McDonald's kiosk, and another one was one in a toilet. So yeah, people are getting creative with it, that's for sure. So
oh, did you see the one? It was like Han Solo in the side of it. Like,
yes, I did. Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
People were having fun.
Sounds good.
But you know, when we were going down this hoax territory, do you guys remember Balloon Boy from 2009?
Oh yeah. What's the name?
Falcon.
Jake
was the kid.
Gyllenhaal?
No. That's a movie. But in 2009, do you remember that balloon that was flying around and everyone was, you know, watching it and in wonder, like, what the hell is this thing? And I remember being at work and we had TVs in the break room and people were just like watching this. And at first, no one knew what the hell it was. You know, it was like, is this it? Is this the aliens? You know, a lot of people probably were thinking. And then it turned out this whack job built this thing and his son was in it supposedly, or his son was missing and they thought he was in it. So then the search intensified, right? The thing finally landed. The boy was not inside at all, and I don't even know if it could have housed anybody with that, you know, that weight. So they did see in the air before it landed an object fall from it, so they were afraid that was the kid. But it turns out the damn kid was just.
I was just gonna say.
That's like, a little laugh. I love it.
That would be a PR stunt, right? Drop a Cabbage Patch doll from it or something. Like, oh my god,
oh my goodness,
it's shitting children. But yeah, the kid's name was Falcon. It's a bizarre family. The dad's like an egomaniac, special effects artist, I believe. He was a terrible father. Like, he abused them and all that stuff. So I think he was trying to get like a reality show deal or some crap. This was a publicity stunt, obviously. So his son turned out to be in their attic. There was some more.
Cried wolf.
Well, not necessarily. His dad cried wolf for him. He was.
Oh.
I think he had nothing to do with it. He was just like, you know, the patsy, if you will. But yeah, these monoliths reminded me kind of that. You know, that was the last time there was such a phenomenon about something we didn't understand or know what it was for a split second. But the difference is these monoliths, we still don't really know. You know, a lot of people have just, you know, wrote it off as a hoax. I don't know what to think. In ending, I don't know what to think. You know, some of me likes the mystery of it, right?
Right.
I don't know. I guess maybe we'll have a follow up. There'll probably be more news coming in on these. Maybe they'll catch people in the act of planting one. I don't know. But yeah, do you guys side with either or are you just kind of up in the air about it?
I mean, I'm kind of in the air about it. I mean, it's something I haven't looked into enough, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much of an opinion on it. Dave, maybe you got something for it.
I don't know, man. There's so much weird stuff going on. I'm kind of exhausted with the whole kind of staying up to date with what weird's going on.
Right.
Exactly. It's
right.
like a new thing every 10 minutes.
Well, and I also believe not everything has to be explained, right? Like that's kind of like makes things interesting, right? Like there really isn't a definite answer. It's just like whatever you think. There you go.
I don't know. I mean, I still, to be honest with you, I'm still so simple. Like I just thought, like the fact that Giuliani farted and collected everything was pretty funny.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That guy is such a disgusting pig. Oh my god. He is disgusting.
Did you guys see it? Like, have you seen
Yes.
the video?
Oh yeah. And I've seen the drunk
Like,
chick he had testify who signed an affidavit. That was funny. He's like, where do you get these people from? You guys are kooks.
Oh
like,
god.
holy shit.
And then
Yeah.
that woman they brought.
Yeah.
The woman they brought in as an eyewitness. Such a moron.
Oh my gosh. She's like, I could go to jail.
like-
Like, okay, go to jail. I don't care. Oh, it's like, where do you get these people from? They're nuts. They probably planted them.
They find them outside. They find them outside in the alley next to that porn shop.
Yes, where they had their press conference.
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
Good
Yeah.
God.
Because they just paid attention to the Four Seasons. They're like, yeah, Four Seasons.
Yeah. They were like, hey, call Four Seasons, and then it obviously called the landscaping company. I'm like, hey, Four Seasons, and like, hey, can we do a press conference there? I'm like,
Sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Good for us, you know, get us on camera.
Rudy's coming? Oh, definitely. This will be fun.
Yeah, and then they get there like, wait a minute.
America's
Four
mayor.
Seasons wants to. Yeah, and they're like, no, we meant to have it here. Oh, really? Really?
Can we have 2001 Giuliani, not 2020 Giuliani?
Oh,
Like,
Jesus. Just,
wow. I mean,
yeah, his brain is mush.
that's how you destroy your legacy, right? Like soy sauce dripping from your head, farting. You saw that, right?
Oh.
The,
Oh,
the
God,
soy
yeah.
sauce, like it was
Yeah,
terrible.
just melting.
It was like
I
a
know.
freaking parody movie, you know? It was like, is this real? It's terrible. It, like dripped down his
Good
whole
times.
face. Oh god. Yeah, and he
Good
like
times in politics, baby.
there's
Good
even
times.
footage of him like wiping snot on a handkerchief and then he's wiping his hands off with it. It's like this guy's disgusting.
It's like,
I think he's
Dude,
I think
that to me.
and say with an attitude like, yeah, I take the proper precautions for COVID.
You know, and that to me, that's more mind-boggling than any monolith.
right. Rudy
How
Giuliani,
the hell
yes.
that guy's still?
That's the next
How the hell
show.
that guy's still?
Rudy
Yeah.
Giuliani.
The mystery of Giuliani.
Is he an alien? We'll find out.
Maybe he's an alien. Maybe he's an idiot.
Yeah. I'll side with idiot.
There might be some differences, but there might be a lot of similarities.
He's a rejected alien. He's an idiot from society. Yes,
Right.
yes. Well, guys, this was a good show, I think, and yeah, Monoliths, very entertaining stuff. So we'll see if more comes of it. But yeah, we're not MythBusters, that's for sure. So we're not debunking anything, I guess. But yeah, it's just kind of unexplained, and you can cite with
I'll debunk anything.
you debunk anything.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Debunked. You're not hungry.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We'll debunk you.
This is not why you are here.
Yeah, we'll keep up on doing some shows here. I know we've all been busy and stuff, but yeah, hopefully we can fit these in here and there. And yeah, it's been a while, but
We're back, people. We're back.
we're back. We're back with by the power of grace.
We're-
Foot 8.
We're kind of like We're like Backstreet.
Yeah. We came back after 20 years for a reunion
Alright.
tour.
Yeah,
Right.
man. Ready. Bring it.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks, guys. This was fun. Yeah. If you see a monolith, I guess take a picture and send it to us. There you go. Send it to us, and we'll talk about it. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get one here in Iowa. That would be something, wouldn't it?
Oh, heck yeah.
Team Monolith.
Right in front of a Hy-Vee, just appears. All right, guys.
All right,
Well,
guys.
until next time, I'm Josh.
I'm Juan.
And I'm Dave.
Take care.
See you again next time. Later.
Later.
See you guys.